this is a digital SAT math test, practice test. It's medium level algebra. 10 questions. So let's take a look. All right. Y equals 4/7. X, 2/3 x equals y plus 5/7. If xy is the solution to the system, what is the value of y? All right. We could solve it for y. We would want to express x in terms of y. So looking at this first equation here, y equals 4/7 x, we could say that 7/4 y equals x. Just multiply both sides times 7/4. All right, now plug in 7/4 y for x down here, and we'll say 2/3 times 7/4 x, y equals y plus 5/7. That is pretty ugly, but all right. So from that, if we've got 2/3 times 7/4, it's 14/12. 14/12. Y equals y plus 5/7. Subtract y from both sides. So 14/12. If we subtract 12/12, we would get 2/12. What actually we would get 1/6 y equals 5/7. Multiply both sides times 6, and we have y equals 30/7. All right. And that is one of the answers, B, 30/7. So I think that's the one that we want to go with. Ivan had saved $500 from his summer job. He'll need $75 a month when he returns to school in the fall, but he wants to keep at least $50 in reserve. Which of the following inequalities best describes the number of months Ivan can use his funds, assuming there are no other additions to or withdrawals from his savings? Okay, so he starts with 500. He's subtracting 75. He's subtracting $75 a month. So this is out and this is out because those are adding $75 a month, and he wants to keep it greater than or equal to 50. So that would be this. Oh, whoa! That would be this one right here. C, 50. 500 minus $75 a month, greater than or equal to 50. All right. Ethan sells E candy bars for $2.50 a piece. Chloe sells C candy bars for $2 apiece. To raise money for a school trip, Ethan sold 15 fewer candy bars. That's because he's overcharging for them. But he also got a $6 donation. If Chloe and Ethan raised the same amount of money, which of the following systems could be used to find out how many candy bars each sold? Let's take a look at everything here. All right, so they all have a similar kind of structure. Now, Ethan sold fewer than Chloe. So Chloe equals, it's got to be Ethan, E equals C minus 15, which we have in B and D. All right, so A is out, C is out. Let's see, and then, well, hold on. No, I don't know if I want B. Hold on. Chloe is selling at $2.50 a piece. I'm sorry. Chloe is selling $2 a piece. Ethan is selling at $2.50 a piece, but he gets a $6 donation. So actually, the answer is B. Chloe is Chloe's candy bars times 2, Ethan's candy bars times 2.5, but he got a $6 donation, so let's go B. Felipe is saving money for a class trip. He already has saved $250 that he will put towards the trip. To save more money for the trip, Felipe gets a job where each month he can add $350 to his savings for the trip. Let M be the number of months that Felipe has worked at his new job. If he needs to save $2,700 to go on the trip, what equation best models the situation? All right, so looking at this, he starts with $250. Starts with $250. We're not multiplying 250 times anything. These are gone. Subtracting 250 doesn't make sense. $350 a month plus 250, $2,700. A researcher studying the environmental benefits of green roofs receives a grant of $250,000. Wow. The researcher estimates that the study will cost on average $15,000 a month, which the following equation shows the amount of grant funds that the researcher will have left after M months of conducting the study. These first two really don't make any sense. I mean, you've got to start with 250 and then start subtracting things from it. So let's say 250 minus $15,000 times the number of months, D. All right, y greater than or equal to 3/10 x plus 5. Y is greater than 5x minus 7. Which of the following ordered pairs satisfies the system of inequalities? I don't know. I think I would just plug them in and see. Let's try the first one. Y is 5, so 5 greater than or equal to 3/10 times 0, which is 0, plus 5. 5 greater than or equal to 5, true. Second, 5 is greater than 0 minus 7. Well, that's also true. So the answer is going to be A. The equation 8x minus 6y equals 1 is graphed in the xy plane. What is the slope of the line? Okay, well, the canonical equation for a line is y equals mx plus b. And m is the slope. and b is the y-intercept. So if we could convert this equation into that format, then we would have the slope. So let's start by subtracting 8x from both sides. We'll get negative 6y equals negative 8x plus 1. And then divide both sides by negative 6, and we'll get y equals, and the negatives will cancel out here, so we'll have 8 6 x minus 1 6. So that's the slope, 8 over 6. And it would probably be nice if we just reduced it to 4 over 3. So let's try that. 4 over 3. All right. Let's see, 5y equals 3, 4, 7, 8 minus 3c. In the given equation, c is a constant. If y equals 8 is a solution to the equation, what is the value of c? Okay, I wonder if there are different ways of writing this. So we need to just isolate c on one side of the equation. So if we have 5y and y is 8, then the equation becomes 40 equals 3, 4, 7, 8 minus 3c. All right, now what can we do with that? Let's subtract 3478 from both sides. We'll get 40 minus 3, 4, 7, 8 equals negative 3c. Now to get to c, we're going to wind up with 40 minus 3, 4, 7, 8 divided by negative 3. Can we use a calculator here? Yes. I might have to turn off the drawing to do that. 40 minus 3, 4, 7, 8 over negative 3. No, actually, I think I just have to turn it off up here. Oh, yeah, I can turn it off up here. 40 minus 3, 4, 7, 8 over negative 3. All right, let's see the calculator. No, I still have to turn it off over here. All right. Show calculator. This is available on the digital SAT, by the way. This calculator, this is exactly the same calculator. So it's 40 minus 3, 4, 7, 8. I better put that in parentheses. And then divide it by negative 3. The answer is 1146. All right. With that, we're back here. 1146. All right. A line is graphed in the xy plane shown. Which of the following is an equation of the line? All right. So going back to the basic equation of a line, which is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. We can get a slope on this line. It looks like, I mean, we need a couple of points, but it looks like this point here is 0, 1, and it looks like this point here is 7, 4. So if we did rise over run, rise is 3, run is 7. We're going to have y equals 3/7 x plus the y-intercept, which is, I wish I hadn't marked it up like that, but the y-intercept is 1. So let's say 3/7 x plus 1. All right. Can I scroll and write at the same time? I don't think so. No, it's not going to work. All right, I'm going to have to turn the writing off. But remember that, 3/7 x plus 1. All right. There it is. Y equals 3/7 x plus 1a. Okay. Consider the system of equations. Well, those are linear equations. Why are they called linear equations? Because they're the equations of lines. How many x, y solutions does this system have? Well, if you have two lines, there are, let's see, 3 possibilities. And 2 solutions is not one of the possibilities, so we can rule that out. But one possibility is that the lines are parallel. They have no points in common. And when we're talking about XY solutions, we're talking about how many points do the lines have in common. If the lines are parallel, meaning they have the same slope, there would be no solutions. If the lines cross each other, there's one solution. And the third solution is that the equations are exactly the same. It's the same line, in which case it has an infinite number of points in common, infinite number of solutions. So without going through an elaborate computation here, just take a look at the second equation and notice that if you multiply each of the coefficients by -2, you're going to get the first equation. So 3 becomes -6, -2 becomes 4, and -1 becomes 2. So those are the same equation, and that it's the same line. So there are infinitely many solutions. Oh, that's some personal achievement for me. Okay, so that is medium algebra, digital SAT practice test. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and see you next time.